Here with Coach Santa Cruz. This is Western Oregon week, but first, Coach, let's talk a little bit about this past week. Your guys' game down or out at Missouri S&T. Just talk a little bit about your thoughts from that game.
Yeah, there are a lot of thoughts. I mean, thoughts run through your brain the whole once the last whistle blew. Obviously, it's an awful loss. I think there's you always want to say, if you want to lose a game, you want to see your team progressing. This is it was a terrible loss, and a lot of it is because you had a lot of guys just not playing in the systems, not playing, doing the job. One of the big things for us was 11-to-1 ratio, and it takes 11 guys to make a play work. And so you've got, throughout that whole game, I thought special teams were a real bright spot for us. Going from week 1 to week 2, they took the challenge and they got a lot better. But offense and defense, we got worse. And you've got veteran guys who you're freelancing. You've got collectively. Guys aren't running the football well on defense, and I thought our tackling wasn't very good at all. Offensively, we're missing throws, we're missing opportunities, we're missing the run game is just non-existent right now, and part of it is every team has got to become themselves. They got to win for themselves. They got to because this whole thing, it is not us. It's me first. I've got to figure this thing, get better as a heck. So obviously I did something wrong to get him to the point to believe something else. But I know this is that I came this morning and say to the staff, all right, we're going to figure if there's something they can't do, is there something that they don't want to do, or is there something, and we've got to look at what can they do better. And so with that filter, we're going to make the program better. And it's going to start today. It's going to start with the staff. It's going to start with the team, the leadership of this team. These guys, I love these guys, and these are my guys. I'm very proud of who they are individually. Collectively, they put together a bad game, and I don't want to shy away one bit from it. That was an awful game. We played terrible, and it's nothing about it's not how we represent our school. It's not how we represent ourselves, and so we're going to get that all fixed. So, there's a lot to fix from it, but most of all, if we get our attitude to say, hey, we're going to do our job and say, give me a role, coach, and I'll do it well, that's what we're looking for. Like I said, individually, these kids are good kids, man. Just full moon, whatever it is, where they're at. This team's growing up into its own 2019 team, and I've been doing this a long time now, and you've got to take every team for what they are, not the program. So you'd like to be able to think we can just keep rolling it out. There's some areas that are just a lot of new faces in our program right now. A lot of new faces from staff to players, and so collectively, I think I know going forward what we're going to do, and that's we're excited about going forward and getting better.
And obviously, you hit on a lot of the really tough lessons that you guys learned this past week, but then you also touched on special teams a little bit. What specifically did you see from the special teams in the week of preparation and in the game, that left you feeling good about where they're headed? Yeah,
well, we caught a glimpse last week that our kickers can be pretty good, and this week, you saw Jake Girardi just booming it with that leg. So it's we feel like, okay, we know we've got some specialists that can really be deadly, and they can be national performers. But what I also saw was a collective buy-in of the special teams group. Coach Gilmore really got his crew ready to go, that they were playing faster, they were playing with more detail and attention to detail with the technique, and so you got to see, hey, that it elevated. Now that was one phase of the game that I thought we really outperformed them. The other two phases, offense and defense, we're nowhere near outperforming them. And it's like we just made mistake after mistake. So we're going into this week with the same kind of focus we had on special teams, is saying, hey, we're going to fix this thing, or demand excellence, demand that every step is right, every eyes are right, there's a huge wake-up call right now for everybody on this team to say, hey, we're going to pay attention to details here. This is not how we do things, nor will we ever accept this. Nor is it anything that we're trying to say, hey, shucks, guys, next week. No, man, we're not happy right now. We're not in a good place, and we're looking to focus on getting this thing right, and starting from today, how we're doing it, and making sure the attitude adjustment that needs to happen is going to happen.
And you know, you're talking about getting it right, and now you guys have a great opportunity ahead of you, conference opener against Western Oregon. And even more exciting, you know, you guys are finally at home after being on the road traveling. Seems like thousands of miles the past 2 weeks. So just talk about what that means.
It's exciting. You know, Western Oregon is a tough program, and they play us tough. They're good. Arden's got a good group. They took a top team to the wire last week. Their quarterback's playing really good football in Ty Curry, and you know they have an offensive line that I think they're a very veteran group, and I think they're able to move the ball. And so defensively, they always Arden always puts together a pretty good defense. So. You know, it's GNAC football. We're happy to be back in league. We're happy to be back at home. I mean, that is a long 2 weeks with very little sleep when it comes to those 4 a.m. wake-up calls to leave the facilities. But that's okay. And anywhere, anytime, we're happy to have the chance to play football. So this week, being at home in front of our fans, you know, we're looking to come out and have a good time.
Well, best of luck, Coach.
All right. Thank you very much.